here I am now with the recap of my digital books or books that I did own in physical but I gave away. So for my 5 stars. So let's go. The first one is The Soul of a Woman by Isabel Allende. Amazing autobiography by the author. If you have never read Isabel, you need to run to the store or your library and just grab a book. She's amazing. I love that book so much. And if you're really into feminism, that's the book for you. The Lighthouse of the Sleeping Lovers, El Faro de los Amores Perdidos by Andrea Longarella has been one of the most beautiful stories I have read this year. She really took the chance of not only writing about teen love or young adult love too, but she made a wonderful story about people that were elder when they told their story about a lost love. And oh my god, maybe I'm not doing it a good impression, but it's a beautiful book. Another book that I want to add, even though right now it's only in Spanish, but I know that the author is getting some of her books translated to English, so I want to add it here. It's El Día que Dejó de Nevar en Alaska by Alice Kellen. It's a beautiful story about two young people that fall in love in the most difficult way possible. They seemed like they don't want to find love, but at the end, love finds them, I guess. It's a beautiful story that takes place in Alaska, and it has so many wonderful characters, and the two main characters, they have a really strong personality, but they try to put their walls down for each other, and it's beautiful. I wanted to include one comic that I love, The Walking Dead, the #1 comic, the first one. I loved it. I have to say I love the TV show, and I really wanted to start reading the comic, and I loved it. A book that I actually have a physical copy, but it's with my mom. It's Come Tell Me How You Live by Agatha Christie. It's an autobiography and her experience being the wife of an archaeologist around the Mediterranean. It's beautiful, it's wonderful, it's really funny. I didn't know Agatha could be so funny, and she really takes you with her, and it's amazing, and you feel like you are actually there in the dunes, just watching everything unfold before your eyes. It's a wonderful book. This year I read again Midnight Sun by Stephanie Meyer. It's the 5th book, I will say, of the Twilight Saga. It's Edward's perspective of his surroundings, and particularly Bella, of course, but it's so I don't even know how to say it. It's so depressing and agonizing how much he feels and thinks, and just thinks and thinks and thinks. He just goes around his head so much that it's pretty funny to read. I love that book actually. It's one of my favorites of the whole saga. I have read it maybe 3 times already. The Christmas Gift by Rebecca Funk. I don't know if that's how you pronounce her last name. It's a really sweet story about a mom and her 2 kids. I don't want to do spoilers, but there is a lot of grieving happening in this book, and how after you lost somebody you love really deep, you can still try to enjoy such a special time as Christmas. So that's what this book is about, and I really liked it. In a Holidays by Christina Lauren. It's a really fun, cozy Christmas book. At the beginning, I wasn't sure what was going to end up happening, but I'm so happy with the ending. I'm a sucker for happy endings. Spoiler. But I really had a lot of fun reading this book, but I was really anxious too about how it was going to turn out. So when it turned out how I wanted it to, I was so happy. So these are all of my 5-star books this year. I hope you enjoy them and keep on watching.